Hello everyone, Ziggy7 1963. This is kind of like road tripapalooza, but this also proves that you should never quit. I was pretty much out of stuff in my area and I had to make a trip for a concert. And I mean, I spent some time on the way up and on the way back, but I didn't. I just made sure and got my boots to the ground and found some stuff. I'm going to try to take these in order and as quickly as I can, but there's still a lot of stuff out there in select stores. Let me put it that way. Not every store that I hit was a success. First store I hit really early on Thursday morning, and I was actually looking not for this, but I found one of these sitting there marked $74. And I knew these were going down, but there's just hardly any in the blister packs in my area. So I had not found any. So I was glad to pick that up. And of course it was on markdown for 35. So I got that right there. And then the next place was actually the same place. And this is an interesting Walmart. This thing is tiny. I've never seen, since they went to super centers for the most part, I have not seen one this small. I mean, you could take, I know of another small Walmart up the road. You could take this Walmart and put 3 of them inside of that smaller Walmart. This thing is just tiny. The rows, especially the aisles. And I actually went for this. This was the place that I had alluded to earlier where somebody had nibbled. Evidently they had some of these in the case. They originally had 64. They had 2 full cases, 32 and 32, and somebody evidently put 10 of them in the case, in the display case, and somebody bought those. So I didn't think I would make it to this before they were gone, but sure enough, I got there and she brought this partial and this full case out of the back. So I got 54 boxes to add to my 96. So I got 150 boxes of ZQI 7.62, and you know the deal on that, 250. Went to the next store, and I really wasn't planning on going to this store. It was a little further than I wanted to go. I had to drive about another 40 miles. But when I saw everything that had lit up, and it was all there, he had 7 of the Trophy XLT bone collectors. They're just sitting under the counter. Now, he's a little reluctant to go under that counter, just a tiny bit, but he's a 21-year employee of Walmart, and after he started dragging stuff out, he was very helpful. So I got 7 of the bone collectors, 10 more of the Bushnell Primos Truth rangefinders, and so there you see there was $30 for each one of the scopes and $49 for each one of the rangefinders. So that was a great find there, and it was well worth me going the extra 40 miles. Came back by this store. Really didn't find much. I had a lot of stuff on my list, and they were kind of in disarray, and they just couldn't find anything. But finally got in on this. So that was where I got my first 15 boxes of Black Box American Eagle. So that was nice. And I'll be doing a rebate on these, plus some other American Eagle that I picked up along the way. So that was pretty cool. I was really excited to find that. Went to the next store. It was after the concert in the evening, so it was pretty late. This lady named Cindy really, I mean, she dug under that counter. She looked at all kinds of stuff, tried to find something, but all I found was this one GXW Stealth Cam, which I've been looking for these, but nobody in my area had them. Originally $288, marked down to $69, and these flip really well, although I may see about using it because it's pretty cool. Remote access and everything. So, went to the last place that day. Actually, I think that was out of order. That was at night. This was right before that. And I found 4 more of the Simmons Tilt Technology rangefinders, $35 each. And those seem to flip still pretty well, even though the market's pretty glutted. I may have to hold off on these and a couple other things because things are just not moving. Especially those Bushnell trophy scopes. I mean, if y'all can figure out, I think the only way to do those is face-to-face because there's just so many of them out there that it's not really going to go. So that was the first day. Took a little bit of rest. got up early the next day and started again. This is when the ammo runner got the alert out, and I saw it about the 30-30 fusion, and so I started trying to make myself a little root. It was really difficult. I mean, I'm just telling you, where I was, I could have picked up a lot more. I had to pass on some of this. Of course, you have to go store by store with the black box, so I kind of gave up on that. I passed a couple of stores where I thought I could get Nikon scopes and binoculars, just because I didn't really think they'd be there, even though they were showing. So I could have got a lot more. But the first store, this guy is so helpful. He's the one who dug out the 308 Perfecta for me the last time. Just, I mean, he was willing to do anything. So I found, of course, this A&E American Eagle sitting on the counter. I found it looks like 10 boxes of that just sitting on in the display case. I got a Simmons bino, and I'll tell you how I got this stuff. He went in the back, pulled out a box of stuff that had been on clearance that they didn't have any room for in the mod, and he brought it all to me. So these were $7. He brought me a couple of these scopes. Those are on there for $25 each. I had one Simmons scope, but I voided it because it really should have been 13, and he couldn't figure that out. And then I got the other two of the Nikon Buckmasters there for 35. So that was a great deal, and got a good relationship with that guy. So I can go in there anytime, and he's ready to help. Found some more Fusion along the way at another store, so 7 more. If y'all don't have these barcodes, I'll get them to you real quick here. This is going to be fast. That's that one. That's that one. These binos. I haven't found very many of these. Most of them are the 8x50s now, so those are hard to find. And I already gave you that one. I don't know that I gave you the Simmons. And I don't think I gave you the Stealth Cam, so there's the Stealth Cam right there. All right, so I bought all that. Like I say, I went to another Walmart, got some more of the Fusion. Then I went by this Walmart. I didn't have anything to go there for. And they had, I would say, 50 game cams, at least. I bought 3 of this, and the guy just really, the manager stuck his foot in his mouth like 3 times. So I'm sending a letter to Bentonville and to his store manager, because he wouldn't let me buy the last one of these because he said he wanted it. So anyway, I'm going to light him up on that because that's against policy. And he had tons of the others, and this is how bad it got. He not only wouldn't sell me that one, but the others, I saw the tag on his, he had the little printer on his belt, and it rang up this one for $25. He'd already printed the tag. And then he told me, well, I haven't made the price change. And I said, well, you're going to. And then there were tons of the others that I had gotten before, and I said, these are supposed to be this and this. He said, well, I don't think those are on sale yet. So I left, I went to another store, looked, got back in my car, checked on these and as well as the others, and he zeroed them out and lowered the price on all of them. They had those really big ones and all the ones with the batteries with them. All these wild game innovations. So anyway, I'm going to light him up on that because that's ridiculous. Not only did he lie to me, but I think he stole all the stuff. So I got these 3 anyway. I got more 30-30 at another store on the way out. I got another rifle scope for $25. Another one of these at another store. And then I went to the last store, and I was getting tired by this time, need to get home. And sorry this video is long. I'm going to go quick now. I was really just looking for Nikon scopes, and I had something else lit up on what I was looking for. This one was in the display case, but it was in really good shape. She had the box. She put it all together and then rang it up, and it said $30. She would not sell me. No one will sell me the one in the clamshells down here. They are just, I got them at the first store. After that, they're so suspicious, and they will not do it. I don't know whether there's been an alert go out down here or what, but they will not sell them. So I got this one. And then it dawned on me that I had thought about something else. So I went ahead and told her, I said, can I look at your firearm inventory on the computer and just kind of browse. That's where this video ends because I don't have room on the table. Even though I didn't buy much, I don't have room for it here. So that'll be in part 2. Man, this was a great score, and it just proves that if you get your boots to the ground and if you have some intelligence to work from, there's stuff out there still. Now, there's not any in my immediate area. I had to go to another area about 140, 150 miles away. But luckily, I had this trip planned, and it paid off big. So anyway, place your faith in Christ. Make sure to put all your trust in Him. And life just seems to go a lot better. I'm not going to say you're going to be successful and find all this stuff, because sometimes I don't find anything. But on the times when I don't find things, I don't sweat it as much because I know whose I am. Thanks for watching.